Good morning, game changers and soul warriors, activated light seers. We are here to change the world, aren't we? That's truly what this is about. Welcome to your ascension. It is I, Juniper Bloom Mystique. I'm going to talk about something very important right now, and it deals with all the things happening across the world, the volcanoes, the work that I just did, activating pyramids, as I've discussed before, but it's very relevant for you guys right now. This point of the ascension is where all worlds combine into one. Okay, we are talking about dimensional, we are talking about past lives, future lives. Everything right now is combining into this very moment right here and right now. Nothing else exists anymore. Nothing from your past really exists anymore. We're talking past lives. Any past karma you didn't clear is going to now definitely rise to the forefront because it has to be cleared in order to move on. Okay. I talk about this. Welcome, welcome. I am the one who brought about the ascension. I've talked about that several times over, but not only do I talk about it, it's on my channel and proven for you guys to see, just like this painting behind me. Okay. This painting was done by somebody else. This one over here was my gift from the Pleiades when I took us into 7D. That one is a gift for somebody. Whoever purchases it will go into 7D. But this one right here was done by somebody else. You can see me clearing Mt Shasta. It has Saturn in it. Okay, I sat on Saturn. I rose Atlantis. This was all depicted before I did it. It's pretty cool. So that's who I am. I sat on Saturn. I rose Atlantis. I cleared Mt Shasta. I activated all female pyramids by myself. And now we are activating masculine pyramids with the energy of myself and my divine masculine. And I freed Jesus's soul. And I also resurrected Christ. I cleared the Holy Grail. Okay, these are a lot of things that I've done, but not only did I do them, again, they are recorded and witnessed for you guys to actually watch and absorb and see what the real truth is. Okay, it happened to me and through me over the last 4 years' time, since 2019. I've been doing all of this work. I cleared Mt Shasta on 11/11 of 2020. And I actually have all the videos for you guys. I will show you where to find those videos. Okay. So I will be sharing my screen with you guys. I've got a few things to show you, but really quick, I will show you where to find the videos. Okay. If you care to watch the videos of what I've done and who I am, you have to go to my main channel. I have a few of them. For those of you who don't know, I've split off into doing my Hertz music separately and then my missing persons and unsolved cases separately. But on my main channel, Master Juniper Bloom Mystique, you can find my Ascension playlist. Okay, this is where I have most of everything. I try to add it and keep it updated. But we have the Rising of Jesus Christ re-release. This is actually in the end of this. I did the workshop where I saw how he died and I processed his death and freed his soul. That was not the return of Christ yet, but I thought it was. That happened in 2021. And this is where I talk about what had happened. He has risen, Lionsgate portal. It did happen during that time frame, August. It happened a few times everything happened around the same time frames. Like the significance of the timing of what I did is astronomical. So you can pay attention to that stuff too. Cleared Mt Shasta, activated pyramid in Fiji. This was one of the very first ones. And then we cut off life support to California. They had commandeered our root chakra. It is now back to Fiji. Okay, so California is no longer any energy base of what the earth will be. It is completely dead to the earth and the planet at this time because it was too dark. Certain parts of Africa are as well. And then like I said, I activated the Fiji pyramid, portal of gods. We did something to the sun. I activated the sun portal using light language, Hermes and more. So it was very powerful. Did something to the moon. We eliminated the dark concept of the moon. There's also an eclipse elimination phase ones. I eliminated the false concept of time. Okay, so this is very relevant right here, right now for what we're also going through. I eliminated the false concept of time, you guys. This is super important, okay, because this right here is playing into your here and now. But it's also relevant for what is happening. So I want to kind of go over that. I activated a new chakra system, and then I took us into 7D, okay, which is all the way down here. Took us into 7D, okay. Here was the actual return of Christ. It happened in a few parts. My DM and I coming together, and then Jesus and Mary Magdalene and clearing the Holy Grail. All of that was the return of Christ. Here was the final phase 1 of elimination of the eclipse, which is not meant to be. And so this is all of what I've done. It's quite massive. Okay. Now, recently, if you're not aware, again, of who I am, I have talked about on my channel a lot of things. Okay. I talked about, I'm going to show you the around the world excursion. Okay. Where I am now. So the first round of pyramids that I activated were all females. The second round is all masculine. My DM should be here helping me. Unfortunately, he's in the energy, but he is helping me. And there's just been mishaps on our union left and right and center. And so it's unfortunate, but I love him very much. I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. I can tell you that right now. But I wanted to show you the picture because we are currently going around the world. They call it the Equator Excursion, which I didn't quite know what it meant or what it was going to bring about. I had a picture I was going to show you guys. I swear I've uploaded it on one of my videos. It's called the Around the World Excursion. I'm going to look at my community post. I know it's here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. Around the World Excursion. Okay. We were going along the equator, activating more pyramids. Here's the thing about that is I have activated some female pyramids around the world. I did one in Indonesia way back when. And I think it was Bolivia. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head because again, I never know what we're doing until Spirit's like, we're doing this. And then I have to research it. So I'm like, okay, whatever Spirit says is what we are doing. So let me look at my little list because it was quite important. All right. So the ones along the equator line happen to be Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil. So I've already activated one in Brazil that is female. Then we have Sao Tome, Principe, Gabon, Republic of the Congo, and then Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uganda and Kenya, Somalia, Maldives, Indonesia, and Kimbaki or something. Indonesia and Brazil, I've already activated a female pyramid. Now, in the Around the World excursion, we started on May 13th. So we've already done 2 of them. Okay, we have another one this Saturday and then one after that. So we have 2 more to go. The first one on May 13th, we went to Ecuador. Okay, let me repeat that. On May 13th, we went to Ecuador. You guys, this is significant. This is so important for all of you to know, for all of you to hear, to understand what is happening to you at this time. Okay, it really, really, really is. This is significant for all of you to know because right now what you're going through is everything is combining into one. All of your past lives, your future, nothing exists anymore beyond this point. And the volcanoes are very significant with that. Okay, and I'm going to show you that. This means a lot of things for all of you. You should be processing past lives. You should be processing what coulda, shoulda, woulda, because those timelines will not exist any longer. Okay, so in life, we come here with a plan. We know very well what we're supposed to do. We just come with this dense energy where we forget. And it's all about remembering who you are in your lifetime, clearing karma and coming into more love. In this lifetime, we don't have the choice to go on any further. Okay, so we were meant to come here to clear karma. We were meant to come here to heal those contracts, bring everybody forward that we possibly could, release all of what no longer was, come out of that matrix and ascend free. Okay, that's what we're supposed to do. So right now with the work that I did, I had said, I think it was when I activated Ecuador or the last one that I did, we went into Colombia. I activated one in British Columbia. Zimbabwe and Budapest were in there, and then in Kenya. Okay, and so those are the last ones I activated, and the first one was Ecuador. I don't know where we're going in the next 2. Those are along the equator line, and I told you we moved the equator. Since then, we have had massive volcanoes releasing, and I said they would. I cracked Mount St. Helens. I had said other ones were going to explode, and they are. Now there's significance to it. Now today I woke up and one in Ecuador just exploded. One in Mexico or New Mexico has exploded. These are big ones. These are game changers. And that's what Spirit's calling it. Okay. So in other words, what is the significance of the pyramids and the end of the world, the end of days? It is that in essence, we are dying, a lot of us in every way, right? Maybe not physically all the way, But your past, things from the past, your karma should be cleansed at this point. I've been saying that for a long time. There may be a detriment in that, and you're going to feel it. Okay. You're going to feel whatever karma you have not cleansed. We have all this planned out before we get here. Okay. So this shouldn't be to your higher self insignificant, but to your physical self, to your actual self that's here, it can be quite jarring. Because you should be experiencing everything combining into one, whether it be slowly, whether you're aware of it or not. For those who aren't awake, may not be quite aware of what's happening to them, but I can guarantee you something is happening to them. Okay. So I had stated either when I was activating Ecuador or when I was activating British Columbia and Kenya, that all of your past lives should be coming out now into one. Okay. And as these volcanoes are erupting, because remember, this is a big 7D template. We move the equator. We did that in the last one. The Sphinx is the portal of time. Apparently I created it in a past life. That's also on my video. I kind of want to show you guys that one because I speak a language I've never spoke before. Granted, whenever I channel these light languages, they're all new to me, but that one was definitely different. Then I also want to show you guys these things. This is very important. If you think it's not the end of the world, it is. It's the end of the world in which we once knew, and it's a rite of passage to make it through to the new one. That's Judgment Day. It's not like God is going, oh, you're worthy, you're worthy. It's about what you were willing to see, what you were willing to heal, what you were willing to overcome, what karma you were willing to clear, and what's in your heart space. And are you willing to clear your shadow? I talk about that. You got to be willing to heal and clear your shadow. I don't know why people don't understand that, but it's just really hard to get that through. Since I did British Columbia, I showed you guys, what happened immediately after. Okay, I told you I cracked Mount St. Helens that day, and that day there was a mudslide, a landslide right at Mount St. Helens. Okay. I said fires were popping up, random fires. And sure enough, in British Columbia that day, random fires did pop up. I don't have it on my watch later. I have it on my other one. This is not a joke. Like, these really happened. Everything I said in the workshop happened in real time, literally played out. Then you have Etna exploded in Sicily, Italy, which is a big one. It's an active volcano, so it's known to explode. However, it can be quite life-changing and devastating, but the people there are very well aware of how to rebuild and things like that, and I've talked about that before. I have mentioned a long time ago that that one was going to explode and to blow, and now it has. Okay. A lot of people didn't, and we would say that is like, don't become complacent in what I say, because just because I say it today and it doesn't happen tomorrow doesn't mean it's not in line to happen. So I had mentioned that one was going to blow. Then we have El Popo erupting. Okay, this is one of the most dangerous ones in the world. They have also shut down Yellowstone. Okay, the national park is shut down. All of this is happening at the same time. We are in a level like 3, I believe, almost a really big one for Mexico. So there's like 25,000 people being prepared to evacuate. Then we have 2 volcanoes erupting at one time, different continents in Italy and Mexico. That's what I was talking about. Okay. And then now all of a sudden we have one from Ecuador. So if you're really paying attention to where these are erupting and where I did the work prior, you can't deny who I am. You can't deny the work that I've done. You just can't. If you're paying attention at all, if you're watching the work that I was doing, paying attention to the locations geographically, and then what is happening to the earth afterwards, it's like, there, I can't deny it. Okay. And I was there, and it's always like, whoo. So here we have Sungay volcano erupted in Ecuador, South America, part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Now that right there was what popped into my thing this morning. And I'm like, oh, yep, the Pacific Ring of Fire, Ecuador, pay attention. I activated pyramids all over these places: Indonesia, Brazil, Myanmar, Machu Picchu, Colombia now, Ecuador, all the way to Kenya. And not only that, the last one that I did in Egypt, like the pharaohs are mad. Like if they can be mad, they were violated. And I saw people getting sucked into the sand there. So if you think the volcanoes are the only thing that's going to happen, no, there is a significant energy for more earthquakes and things like that. But what does this have to do with the end of days? And how is this affecting us, you guys? Right now, you are being forced to have everything combine into one, whether you were ready or not. Okay. It's like people like me have been trying to tell you guys, you got to heal, you got to heal. We got to take this time to heal. Okay. And I would say maybe a significant amount of us did, and the others did not. They didn't take it seriously. They thought we were all joking, conspiracy theories. It's like we are at a specific point now where everything is combining into one. All of your past lives are combining into this one. Why would that be? Because we can never go backwards again. We can never go back in time to clear that karma. We can never return to the planet in which we once knew to clear that karma or to have the same soul contracts. We can't do that anymore. And I'm getting chills. This is why I kept saying contracts are significant. Okay, contracts are significant. Please do not eliminate them, because we cannot come back in another lifetime and clear karma and learn to love each other anymore. It's either now or never in this lifetime. Okay, it's combining everything from the past into one, and we are now moving forward into something new. This is a reset. That's why they call it the Great Reset. Okay, and these volcanoes are they're a physical force to show you what I have done significantly in the energy. That's how Spirit's putting it. That way you have something physical to look at and go, oh shit, this is real. But this is also what's happening in the energy. As this Pacific Ring of Fire is activated and exploding, and the equator is shifting on the planet, we cannot have what was in the past anymore. This is the time where those contracts should come into play. Okay. Our loved ones should feel it. If we didn't clear the contracts, you're going to feel it. If we didn't clear the karma, you're going to feel it. It's going to come up and either force you to do it, or it's going to solidify within you that that is where you're at. Do you understand? And so there will be no going backwards to clear anything ever again. We cannot ever return back to the earth in which it once was. I've said this 1,000 times over. Look at the activations I've done in the locations. Look at what is happening across the planet. This can't be denied. This is quite significant. So you will be processing past lives right now. You will be processing everything. We cannot process into the future right now. So there is not a lot of future tense going on because it's not written in stone all of the way. What that means is as these are happening, it's like when we die, they process your heart space. What did you clear? What do we need to continue to clear so that we can come back again and do it again? In this one, they've processed our heart space. I've talked about that. You had to have a heart review while you're alive to determine where you're going. They will determine what ties we've cleared, how many people we've helped in general and helping ourselves, where all of us are going in relation to that, what we still might be able to clear, if anything at all, and then where we're going from here. Okay, that is being determined, that is being measured, that is being understood at this time, because we are shifting into a new world. This is a reset. We will not be repeating the same stuff we did before. So you must be processing all of your lifetimes. You will be processing all of your lifetimes, unless you've done a lot of healing on them, in which case it won't be hitting you that hard right now. If you haven't done a lot of healing on these things, then they will be hitting you hard right now. So it's super important. This is it. This is a big reset shift. Okay, this is a great reset right here. The significance of the Ring of Fire, the things that I've activated, the portal of time, and what it means for the collective whole is things are about to be eliminated in a very big way. And the only way to eliminate what shouldn't be eliminated is heart reviews, understanding what everything is, where everything was. And in that process, you're going to process everything of your past. And there's not much of the future, right, that you can process, because it's being determined. It's still being written out for what wasn't done in the past. Okay, it's rather strange. So it's almost like when you die. We are all basically dying and being reborn right now. This is the Great Reset, the Ring of Fire. This is a very significant time frame. Okay, very significant things happening. And I encourage you to watch what I've done. Watch the areas of significance. I still have 2 more to go. And just in the last 2, it's erupted. I don't know how many volcanoes. I don't know how many more fires. And that's not the only things I saw. I saw tornadoes, and there's big, huge earth shift significantly movements. So I would just encourage you guys to pay attention. Pay attention to what's happening in your life or what needs to be healed. It's true. I cannot reiterate enough that we cannot go backwards. Stop eliminating contracts. This is exactly why I would say that, and it would upset me. So a lot of light healers and people who were of the light and then started trickling out very carefully got lots of people to eliminate a lot of contracts, and we were not supposed to. So those contracts that didn't get to be cleared and healed can be felt at this time as well. And it is a detriment. It can be sorrow filled. It is almost like processing a death. So you guys got to keep that in mind, as we are processing death. We are processing the death of ourselves. We are processing the death of the earth, and everything is being combined into one right now. That is the significance of the ring of fire. Okay, I hope this makes sense. This is not about fear. This is actually the ascension playing out right in front of you guys. This is the epitome of all the work that I have done. And now my divine masculine is coming into, and boy, is he. I love him so much. Oh man, so much. I'm growing so attached to him. It's not even funny. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud of the work that I've done and what I've overcome. And now we get to watch it play out in the planet of what the Great Reset really is. This is one of the bigger events. But remember what I've said about the event is it's a lot of small events leading up to one big one. These are all a part of it. Okay. All of these little portions are part of the event. Okay. And they're not reporting this on the news a lot. It won't be on the news. Volcano Etna blocks the sun in Italy. I mean, and some of the people in Italy are like, this is no big deal. We're so used to that. And that's great. It is a big deal because it's significant into what's going on amongst the earth. How many times have you ever seen this many volcanoes erupt at one time, and then to all be on high alert? They close down Yellowstone. The earth is shifting. And I said that. So in the last one too, we took Prometheus and I took something into the core of the earth and we rotated it. Okay, we rotated the core of the earth and we moved the equator. And I still have 2 more activations to go, this Saturday and the one after. I don't know where we're going yet. It's going to be along the equator line. So probably absolutely will be in Indonesia, possibly, as I'm leaning towards, because I did a feminine one there. Possibly Brazil. Could be the Republic of the Congo and the Dominican, because those are part of the separation that we must eliminate. So be interesting to see where we go. Remember, we can't have separation. We can't have judgments. And all of your past lives are now being eliminated. They're being erased. They're being combined into one. You'll never be able to go backwards again. We will never be able to clear karma from another lifetime again. I've said that before. This is huge. Welcome to the ascension. Welcome to the Great Reset. Welcome to the Ring of Fire. So much love to all of you. I hope you have a great day. Do your best to follow your light. Okay. This is a big deal. And this is why I said, not only am I bringing about the changes, I have to bring about the new modalities. This is a great reset. So if you think that you can go to a regular Reiki person and they haven't upgraded and you're actually doing any good, we're not living in the past anymore. This is absolutely showing you that. Okay. The Ring of Fire is part of the Great Reset. Everything from the past is being combined into one, and your future does not fully exist. It's starting to. People's books for the future are being written. It is significant from where they're going to go. So those are already starting to be determined. But it's not like we're getting a lot of future insights because it's continually being rewritten. And everything from the past is now being healed and eliminated into one. That's the significance of those contracts, where I said, stop eliminating our contracts. I've brought this about. So if anybody understands it more than anybody, it's me. Okay. I brought the whole entire ascension about. That's not an ego thing. That's real. I did it in steps. They were all specific to dates, specific to areas. The pyramids I activated are all specific to areas. You can watch them on my channel. These last newest ones I have not released yet. They are in the process of being recorded and done with the group. So they are being witnessed. I talked about them. I did a live the other day where I talked significantly about what came through in that workshop. And this is not about fear, but this is about the fact that what I tell you is real. When I tell you I'm activating something in the earth, it's very powerful and it's very real, and it's something to be witnessed. It's something to be recognized and something to allow to rise within yourself. If you truly want to ascend and you want to ascend in the best way, you want to know what is happening, pay attention to what I'm doing and what I'm saying to you guys, because the ascension is a rite of passage, my friends. Not everybody gets to go. It's like God ain't playing. Okay. He doesn't judge. It's what's in your heart space. All right. But this is very serious. So if you wanted to anchor into darkness, if you didn't want to clear your karma, you wanted to be in judgment, that's what's being smack dab thrown at people right now, because that is the ring of fire. Everything from the past is being eliminated and brought into one. I have undone all the contracts of the presidency, all of these things, all the way back to Abraham Lincoln, who signed some negative contract I had to undo. It's not a joke. Like, you guys, like, this is real. If you're paying attention to everything that I've done, you are going to know what's been undone. That's why they call this the end of days. The rapture is now. So where are you? Are you processing past lives? Pay attention to what is happening to you, because it is all about the elimination of everything from before this moment into now. So much love to all of you. I hope you stick around, because I've got significant stuff coming through. If you want to ascend, I know what to do. Until next time, have a great day. Stay safe, stay diligent. That's all you have to do. Don't panic, but be love in every way. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.